AWS, of course, created the modern cloud infrastructure movement and the rich partner ecosystem around it. And I asked Salipsky about where custom chips fit into his strategy for AWS.
So on the silicon, when we started with AWS, it was really general purpose. And as the years went on, customers really came to us saying, we want to do very specialized things. And we want machine learning workloads, or we've got database-oriented workloads, or we have highly compute-intensive workloads. And so we said, we got to get all the way down to the silicon to make that happen. And so we released Graviton and then Graviton 2 as chips. And then this week we've announced Graviton 3. And the first Graviton 3 EC2 instance is the C7G instance. And that has 25% better price performance than the similar instances based on the previous generation Graviton 2. So, these are really important and material advances in price performance. And customers just keep demanding more and more and more. And we're just loving that and are going to continue. Because it's not only the Graviton, we also have a new instance type for machine learning called the Inf1, which is going to provide real boosts in price performance compared to GPU-based instances. And then the new Trainium chip, which we announced this week as well. Again, really exciting. It's very requires really strong performance and can be quite expensive to actually train machine learning models in the cloud. And the Trainium chip, which is going to be in a series, as you would imagine, of EC2 instances, is really going to offer the best price performance on EC2 in the cloud for training machine learning workloads. So the innovation is just going to continue there.
How much are you staffing up in that particular area, the engineers that you need to continue to power that process forward?
We have staffed it very significantly. We've done it organically. We've made some important acquisitions in that space, and we've only added more resources steadily over time, really for one simple reason, which is because customers have been using those chips in the instances that they're in, and because they keep demanding more. And so we really see, currently I would say, almost insatiable demand for new instances powered by new chips with even better price performance. So I think frankly, we're just getting started there.
To what degree is inflation playing out in the cloud? Historically, prices have continued to come down for what you offer in the cloud. That seems, from where I sit, to be continuing to happen. But certainly there are inputs that are getting more expensive. How is that trending and why?
Well, I'll just speak for AWS. I think you'll see other providers doing different things. We've always believed in really innovating and working really hard to lower our own costs and then turning around and passing those cost savings on to customers in the form of lower prices. And we've actually cut prices in AWS, I think 111 times in our history, including just in the last week. And this week we've actually announced new storage classes for things like S3, which for certain workloads will significantly lower the price of storing data. For example, data that you don't need to access very often, but when you need it back really quickly. That'll be very cost optimized for S3. And that's not even counted as a price reduction. It's just a new offer which makes it cheaper for customers with the right use case. So we really are going to continue to innovate. And I think if we do our job, the innovation we have on our cost structure will dwarf any inflationary effects. And so I would expect to see us continuing over time to lower prices for customers.